Hello everyone. So friends, in this lecture we will create a Maven project, and to keep it as simple, we'll first add JUnit 5 dependencies to it, and later when we'll deal with Mockito, we'll add the Mockito dependencies. So here you can see I'm using IntelliJ IDEA. So let's create a new project. So here from the option you can choose Maven or Gradle. So I will be choosing Maven, and here I'm using Java 1.8. You can use Java 1.8 or above, and then we'll simply do next. And here we need to give the name to our project. So let's say I give the name to our project. I keep it in a directory, let's say Udemy, and I give the name of the project as Mockito. If you open the artifact coordinates, you can give a group ID to it. So let's say I give a group ID as com.hoverspot. So here the group ID is nothing but the company domain, which we usually write backwards. Let's say our company name is hoverspot.com. So we write com.hoverspot. So it's the company domain in reverse direction. And usually when we create a Maven project, for our local project we can provide anything which we want as a group ID. And as an artifact ID, I'll just keep the name of the project. And let's say I give the version as 1.0 snapshot. So I'll do finish. We'll import the Maven project changes. So friends, here you can see that a Maven project is created having a source folder, and inside that source folder there are two folders, main and test. So in the main we usually write our source code, and in the test folder we usually write the test associated with the source code which we have written in main folder. And usually the Maven project has pom.xml. So this XML help us in configuring a Maven project. So in this XML, what we can do is we can configure the dependencies which we want, and we can add the plugins which our project requires. So currently we will be adding the dependencies related to JUnit 5, and later on we will add the dependencies related to JUnit 4 and Mockito. So we'll enable the auto import. So friends, in order to add the JUnit 5 dependencies, what we can do is we can go to JUnit 5 website. So in our Chrome, here we can type JUnit 5, and here you can see that there is a site junit.org. So we can go to that site. So here there is a user guide. So this is the user guide where you can see different stuffs related to JUnit 5, that how we can use the JUnit 5, and there are examples related to various new features in JUnit 5. So here you can search Maven. You will find a section by name Maven, and there you can find that they have provided that how you can use JUnit 5 with Maven. They have created a project JUnit 5 Jupyter Starter Maven. So we'll go to that project. So it's basically a GitHub repository, and if you open pom.xml, here you can see that the latest version they are using is JUnit 5.5.2, which is a JUnit Jupyter version, which is nothing but JUnit 5. And in order to use the JUnit 5, we simply provide the dependencies for JUnit Jupyter, and we add a plugin which is our Maven compiler plugin and Maven Surefire plugin, which are basically required when we want to run JUnit 5 using Maven. So what we can do is, so we can simply copy this stuff where we are adding the dependencies and the two plugins. And here are the properties related to the version of the JUnit Jupyter and also the Maven compiler source and target, because we are using Java 1.8. So we'll simply copy this and here we'll simply paste it. So here you can see that Maven automatically downloaded the JUnit Jupyter version, and here you can see in external libraries we have this JUnit 5.5.2 with the respective libraries which JUnit 5 requires. So friends, in this section of course we created a Maven project and we added the dependencies related to JUnit Jupyter, which is nothing but JUnit 5, and the two plugins which are required for running JUnit 5 with Maven, which is the Maven compiler plugin and Maven Surefire plugin. So friends, in our previous lecture we saw that there are 5 test doubles, and in our upcoming lectures we will see all the 5 test double one by one, and we'll configure and implement those test double inside this project without using Mockito. And later on we'll see that how we can configure and implement those test doubles using Mockito. I hope you like this video. Thanks, have a nice day.